Let's talk about that feeling. You know the one. That sense of dread that creeps in right before a big presentation or a really important client call. Well, guess what? You are definitely not alone. And today, we're going to build a toolkit to help you manage that speaking anxiety and maybe, just maybe, turn those nerves into your secret weapon. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're just about to speak and boom, your heart starts pounding, your palms get all sweaty, and it feels like your mind is just about to hit the eject button. It's a surprisingly common thing, especially when the stakes feel really high. Yep, that's speaking anxiety in a nutshell. But here's an idea. What if confidence isn't something you're just born with? What if it's not a personality trait at all, but a skill? A skill that you can actually train and get better at. That's what we're going to do today. Let's build your toolkit. Okay, so first things first, let's get to know this unwanted co-pilot of ours, anxiety. Now, the goal here isn't to, kick it out of the cockpit completely. That's not really how it works. It's about understanding what it is so that you can be the one to grab the controls when it really counts. So what are we actually talking about here? Well, the source material defines it pretty clearly. It's that nervous feeling we get, right? It's the physical stuff like a racing heartbeat or shaky hands, and it's also that internal chatter, that really busy mind. The key thing to remember is that this is a totally normal human response to pressure. All right, let's get to our first tool. When your mind feels like it's spinning out, the fastest way to get calm is, believe it or not, through your body. These are called grounding techniques, and they basically act like an anchor in a storm. They're designed to calm that physical stress response right in the moment. And one of the most powerful grounding techniques out there is the 4-4-6 breath. It's super simple. You breathe in for a count of 4, you hold it for 4, and then you breathe out slowly for a count of 6. That longer exhale, that's the secret sauce. It activates a part of your nervous system that tells your brain, hey, we're safe, you can turn off the alarms now. And the best part? You can do this totally discreetly, right before you have to speak. And hey, breathing isn't your only move. You can quietly press your feet into the floor and just feel that connection. You can focus on the texture of a pen in your hand, or the warmth of a mug, or just pick a single spot on the wall and really look at it. The whole point is to get your attention out of those anxious thoughts and into a real physical sensation in the here and now. So grounding helps with all the physical symptoms, which is great. But our second tool, reframing, is all about tackling the mental side of things. It's about changing the story that you tell yourself about what all those physical feelings actually mean. Just look at how simple this mental switch can be. So instead of your heart racing and thinking, oh no, I'm too nervous, you can consciously decide to reframe that thought. You can tell yourself, my body is giving me the extra energy I need to do a great job. You see, you're not fighting the feeling, you're just giving it a new name. And this quote from our source material just hits the nail on the head. It says that nervousness usually just shows that you care. You care about the client, you care about the project. It's a signal that this is important to you. It's absolutely not a sign of weakness. Okay, on to tool number 3. This one is something you can do to prepare beforehand. Think of it like building a safety net for your brain. When you have a clear structure, you're giving your brain a map to follow, and that dramatically reduces that fear of getting lost or just drawing a blank under pressure. And here it is, a fantastic all-purpose structure that works in pretty much any situation, whether it's a big, formal presentation or just an unexpected question. You start with the context, the why. Then you deliver your single key message, support that with just 2 or 3 main points, and finally, you wrap up with the next steps. It's simple, it's logical, and it is incredibly reliable. But what if your mind still goes blank? Come on, it happens to the best of us. Having a go-to phrase in your back pocket can be an absolute lifesaver. Saying something like, to put it in a simple way, or the key point is that, it sounds professional, it focuses your audience, and it gives you a precious few seconds to pause, take a breath, and get your thoughts back on track. And that brings us to our final tool. And honestly, this might be the most important one for making a real long-term change. Practice. Lasting confidence isn't built in one giant, heroic moment. It's built through small, consistent actions, day after day. And listen, we're not talking about hours of painful rehearsal here. We're talking about micro-practice, little 1 to 5 minute routines. Try explaining a project update out loud to an empty room for just 1 minute. Instead of typing your daily priorities, record them as a voice message. Practice your introduction for a new client. These tiny, regular actions build up that speaking muscle over time. So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. Every meeting, every call, every presentation, it's not a final exam where you either pass or you fail. It's a training session. It's just a chance to use your tools, to practice your skills, and to get just a little bit better each time. So, I'm going to leave you with a question. You've got your new toolkit now: grounding, reframing, structure, and micro practice. What's the one technique, just one, that you're going to commit to trying this week? Because taking that one small step, well, that's exactly how you start building real, lasting confidence.